Hey everybody. Thought I'd go live from the Valley Temple again, since I'm here when there's very few people. And I'm falling into the niches that are in the floor. What those were for, we're not sure. But what we do know is that these stones came from Aswan, which is quite far down the Nile. I think it's about 200 kilometers from here. Absolutely massive stones and perfect construction. Notice the seams and how specifically they change direction, and they don't worry about corners being, part of one or two different blocks. You can see above me, they do these curves around the corner. Very challenging to make it fit perfectly like this at this kind of scale. I'm gonna flip the camera so I can just show you guys what's happening around here. A peaceful moment at the Valley Temple. Fairly quiet here right now, thankfully. Look at the size of these columns. How they moved these, we're not sure. Certainly wasn't slaves with vine ropes, I can tell you that. Now I want you to notice here that these casing stones on the outside are absolutely perfectly fitted, and it's the outer layer. It's kind of like the drywall that you would put on the outside of a framing of the house. And the framing of the house is these rocks that are on the top that are incredibly eroded. The whole temple used to be cased with these smooth pink granite from Aswan and put around these stones that are up here that I believe are locally sourced around the site. And they've been removed or were damaged in a cataclysm, and notice the level of erosion on those stones. The geologist Robert Schock estimates that type of erosion on that type of stone in this environment in northern Africa could take up to 80,000 years to happen. So we don't know how old this temple really is. They say it's built same time around the Sphinx and the Great Pyramid. But there's a mounting body of evidence that's showing that these temples are likely much older than previously thought. This is one of the only surviving basalt blocks. Very hard to cut this kind of stone specifically. This is one of the most significant stones in the temple. Again, this is the Valley Temple. The Sphinx is right next to this temple. I might keep this video short and then do another one over at the Sphinx in a few minutes after I take some photographs. I just wanted you guys to see this when there's not a ton of people. I did another live thing the other day that included this temple. You can go back on my page and find it from earlier. You can see this construction looks very much like Cusco, Peru. So perhaps there was one advanced ancient culture that was lost due to cataclysm that informed all the later cultures. And their technical ability to move and cut and place these rocks perfectly like this. Okay, much love, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Back to where I started. I'll be live again in a few minutes from the Sphinx and then from the pyramids. I'm going to also go try to check out some of the walls that are behind the Khafre pyramid, the middle pyramid. So over the next couple hours, I'll do a couple more short live things. Much love, everybody.